Bowman Outdoors, everybody. So today we're going to be working on this boat. So I'm getting off with kayaks and getting into a boat. We're going to be restoring the floor on this puppy. Got some wood there, got some wood in the back of my truck over there. Going to be getting this puppy back on the water. I do know that the last time this is sat, this lower unit has been rebuilt, so hopefully that's still good. We'll check all that out. I know we're going to have to do some work on the motor up here. It hasn't ran in a while, but this is the floor. As you can tell, but it's just the carpet and the foam that's under here. The wood's completely gone. There is a slight sliver of wood here that I will use as a template. But for right now, this is the boat. We're going to have this puppy back up and running very soon. I've also checked all this out. All this is nice and smooth. No issues there. I can hear it moving in the motor. Steering does turn. It's real smooth. So actually lucky enough to get a boat and picked it up. The beauty about it is it was free, so I'm only in the parts to fix it. It's like shredding apart. Foam I'm not really worried about. I'm hoping that'll be fine, but all this carpet has to come out of here, and then I need to get all this out of here. Here we are, round two. We're almost done with getting all this floor out. Here's where we're at. We've got it all cleaned up frontwards here. We're going to wash it all out too. We have all the wood out, and then we're working on this end here going forward. So we're just going to start sucking all this out. Look at all that trash in there. All right, I'm trying to get this out right here. It's just a little hard. And I don't want to get like a drill yet, because I want to see if I can maybe cut this out, reach under here and cut these out, these rivets out, and put bolts here is what I'm hoping for, instead of rivets. The wood is really just gone. I mean, you can see I'm just scraping it away with a Phillips head here. Oh, well, that just pulled it right on out of there. Crap. That was exactly what I was not trying to do, but okay. Well, we're already here. There it goes. Whatever. Pulled out. Alrighty. Let's keep on going here. Alright guys, so again, my 1981 Pro Angular smoker craft with a 60 horsepower Evinrude. I got all of the wood out that you saw in here earlier. I've vacuumed it out as best I can. There's still some stuff after I got some last bits out, but it was real hard to get this back piece out. I ended up having to come under here and unrivet this piece here, like that, all the way to the back and get back there. I also discovered that bilge pump hose is going to need to be replaced, so I'm going to have to get back here somehow. Probably have to cut a hole, because the bilge pump hose goes to here, but that's back through here, so I'd have to come up through here and get this whole panel out. So I might just cut a small hole back there and then get some brown stripping and rivet it back together somehow or some way. But right now I'm washing it out. As you see, I got the water hose hooked up. I've got it at the top, at the bow, and it's coming through. So it's going to go and run and rush all the way out. So I got it rushing out right down here. Looks like it's coming out pretty good too, even though there's a chunk of crap out there. I'm more worried about getting all the dirt and everything out of there. Yeah, other than that, there was a ton of trash, and I got it all out though. So we are going to get wood measured. I've already got the wood. I just got to get it measured and put it back in. To be crazy honest, man, this wood that was back here that's part of this is only like less than a ½ inch thick. It's not even crazy thick at all. As you see here, gives you a better look, better angle. Got everything cleared up, got all that out of there. That's the part that I had to unrivet around through there, pull that out. You can't really see up under there, but so see, I might cut a hole right here so I can get to this hose here, because this hose has to be replaced. There's a tear back in here, so I'm gonna try to get that out. Might cut a strip, like just a rectangular strip, so I can reach in there, pull it out, put a new one in there. And when I say rectangular strip, I'm talking about like just like up, dip, and just kind of, you know, cut it out so I can reach in there and then get some brown tin and strip it back together somehow or something. Figure something out for that. And then, yeah, so we're just washing this out. We're cranking out right now, and I'm not even seeing any leaks under here, which is freaking amazing. I'm so glad for that. So that's good. So it's getting clogged up and stopping every now. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my water off. I've got a pretty good bit. I want to let it kind of run through, grab anything that it can. So stay tuned, guys. We'll be putting the floor and carpet in. We'll be on the water soon. What's up, everybody? We are back. So we got all the wood out. It's vacuumed out. I got to still vacuum it out a little bit. So, all right. So as you see, we've got the wood all the way out. I'm not going to worry about replacing this foam. I'm just going to roll with it. There's enough in here. I mean, it's pretty thick down here. There's some spots, but it's thick from this way back on both sides, so I'm not really worried about it. There's just very little up there, and I'm not even going to worry about it. That bucket's going to stay there. It's for the trolling motor. All that has to come out, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to get this out. It's taking me some time to figure out how this all screws together and is mounted together, so I'm trying to really work it, trying to get that to open up there, because that, I think, goes up under this shelf. I'm going to have to take this section out right here, and I think it just screws down to this. I don't know about up top. It might screw up top. Definitely the rivets do not go all the way down, but I didn't fill any bolts underneath that ridge down here like this, so we're going to see how it goes. I got the old bilge pump out. It was completely shot. The hose, as you can see, which comes out all the way to here. We're not going to take this out, but we're going to just reach through here somehow, some way, through the back side here, down here at the bottom, and reach up here and pull and undo that nut. But my goal today is to get this out, all that crap and crud out of there, and get the wood and that piece of the bilge pump out. That's too perfect. Like it was meant to be. Boom. Put that in there. It's a nice little pump from Bass Pro, man. Perfect. Sits right in there. It's nice and snug. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, I vacuumed up here off camera, and I vacuumed up at the top off camera as well. Underneath there, I got a lot of that crap out. And I cleaned that out up there. So as you can see, this whole thing is just completely rotten, this whole section. But it's a little triangular piece. It goes up and it cuts into there, cuts back out over to here. So what I've been thinking is there's a bolt or a screw right there. I'm hoping that's what holds this all together. There might be a couple up in here, but I don't really know. So, and then we can start making progress some more. Okay, guys, I got all the wood out. As you can see, all the wood is out except for up there at the very top in this section. I'm gonna need to really get up in there and see where those screws mount. There's screws that are gonna be at the very top. I'm gonna have to unbolt that, but for now I wanted to get it to where I can clean this really well. So what I'm about to do is just spray all that out. I got this hooked up. We're gonna worry about the hose later. What I'm gonna do is go to the hardware store, and let's see what kind of stainless steel hinge I can get. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna rip this right down to the end there and put a hinge and rivet up top and rivet down low, so I have a hinge, and then make it to where it'll latch down there on the wood floor. That way we can easily change out the hose if we ever need to, because this is a terrible design of the way they did this. This whole sheet has to come out, this whole brown sheet, and it literally goes all the way to the back here. So I'd have to undo all of this just to change out this stupid hose. So I'm gonna cheat and make me a new entry point to where I don't have to worry about that again. What we're gonna do now is pull this out of the driveway. Like I said, I'm just gonna clean it out, so I'm not even gonna worry about capturing that on camera. But next video, we are going to cut a hole, cut all the way down, rivet a stainless steel hinge so we can pivot that later on to change out that pump, because you know with a boat you're always going to have to bust out another 1,000, and we're going to have to put in a new pump eventually. So we got some trash in here I need to clean out, but we're going to get it done. We're at a good stopping point right now where we've got everything broken down to where we're almost to the point where we're going to lay down some wood. Pump's hooked up. We'll get the hose hooked up later on, get this floor laid, mount our bench, which is not in here now. It wasn't. I got a bench just for this boat, so this didn't come with a bench, but I'm gonna put a bench back here, another seat, a captain's chair, and then we're gonna have a hole up there for where you can take a third seat and put it up top there. So stay tuned, guys, on this smoker craft, 1981 smoker craft with an Evinrude 60. It's gonna be sweet.